Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LocksOTD podcast. This is episode 2, and we're back as always with myself, Andrew, and Zach. Today, we're going to be going over last week's recap as a whole, talk about our units, how they work, how much we were up or down. We're going to be talking about our MLB and tennis premium picks for you guys, which will only be free on here. We're going to give out some NFL futures and explain why we love them. And of course, it's football season starts today. It's like Christmas for us better. So big day for us. What do you say, boys? But let's get into the
Big,
recap.
big day, big day. Yeah, the recap was
Yes,
actually
sir.
pretty good. We had a very, very, very good week. MLB was killing it. College football stayed very hot. But from the 28th in August till September 4th, which was yesterday, straight bets, if you just put one unit on everything, you would have been up 10 units. And if you straight bet on all of our plays, but with the star rating, like the 2 stars and 3 stars, 2 units, 3 units, you would have been up over 30 units. And that's just one week. So it goes to show that our system 100% works and it always worked for the past 2 years. So, like, we had a great, great week.
Yeah,
MLB was killing it.
30 units, which of course is like if you're only betting $1 per unit,
Yeah.
you still profit $30 in that week. Or say your units are $100, now you just profited 3,000. Like 30 units within one week. I mean, sorry to say it, but your favorite capper probably didn't go up 10 units. But
Yeah.
anyways, keep going, fellas.
Yeah. I was just gonna say too, I was gonna add in on that. Even with yesterday, like yesterday we had a bad day to end the week and we were up over 40 units until yesterday. So I mean 30 units is crazy, but if we're at 40, like that's even more
Insane.
crazier. Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, we were until we had a bad day yesterday. Whatever happens, we had a great week. Like we're not going to have 7 straight fire days.
Yeah,
Like five
exactly.
or six fire days and 1 or 2 bad days. Like that's great profit. You're
Hmm.
obviously not going to win every day in betting. Like no one ever has. It's impossible.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I know tennis was smacking. I know baseball was on fire, just sweeping. It was just bring the brooms out for everything. We were just smacking it. So yeah, last week's recap was amazing, of course. So today's MLB, you guys want to rip some of that?
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Free picks posted on the free story on Instagram and Threads and Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. So you can find those on there. But for 2 stars, today we're going with two plus money plays, Tigers and Angels. Do not think the Tigers are not going to get swept today. That's what I have my gut feeling. They're playing the Padres, facing a left-handed pitcher in Martin Perez, who just has not been the best this year at all. And they can find it sometimes hitting, but they're very a toss-up team to hit the ball. So that's plus money play is not bad on them. So I'll take them. Casey Mize have been pitching decently this year too. But the Angels, on the other hand, they won yesterday. I still think they can win today. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no, Twins, my bad. Twins. Not the Angels. I got the Twins down. Yeah, yeah, with Lopez on the mound. Pablo. He's been dishing it out this year. Going up against the Rays, who are just, I mean, falling apart. Zach, if you want to talk about the Rays right there.
Well, I mean, most of our team has left. Well, our team, my favorite team, sorry, has left. The hitting is just abysmal, but I will say in this matchup, Taj Bradley, who was one of the best pitchers in July, has been one of the worst pitchers in August. Just hasn't really been able to find it. And in this case, the one thing I will say is the Rays have been splitting or have been losing a lot of series as of the last couple of weeks. So this is a time where you can see the Twins, after losing 2 in a row, also fighting for a playoff spot, kind of bounce back, grab a win today.
Yeah, they were getting rolled last night, so I was like, the Twins, they got to have a bounce
Yeah.
back game here. And that's what you're saying. Taj Bradley not pitching that well. Next 3 star would be the Giants, and they lost last night, and they lost the night before to the Diamondbacks, and I do not think that the Giants are going to get swept with Blake Snell on the mound. Good left-handed pitcher. He hasn't pitched a lot this year, but when he has, I mean, a demon on the mound. He's got 114 Ks and 86 innings. He's only allowed 56 hits. So it's people don't really touch the ball when he's throwing. So I think that's a great line.
And then you got anything else for baseball?
Did you touch on the Angels at all? Or did you want to touch on them?
Dude, the Angels game isn't popping up for me right now.
Oh,
Is that tomorrow?
Interesting.
yeah, they're playing the Rangers tonight.
Oh, what? It's not popping up for me.
Well, here, while you look for that, I'll yap about some tennis then.
Hmm.
Um, so we got just free money 3 stars tonight or today, fellas. I don't know if you like free money, but if you do, here you go. We got Roberto Baena -2.5, -135, 3 star versus Rocco Battaglia. Like, come, Rocco is a decent player, but he just isn't on Baina's level. We're playing on clay here. This is Baina's surface. Like 1+1 = 2. Pretty even. Pretty simple stuff. They're acting as if Baena wasn't just absolutely tearing up the clay surface a couple weeks ago against way better players than Rocco. Like Rocco wouldn't beat any of the guys that Baena was just smacking for weeks. He was just on like a crazy. I don't know exactly what his record was, but I'd guess like 10-1 on clay, like playing pretty good guys too. So I mean, versus a low level dude like Rocco -2.5, come on, free money, take it to the bank. Then
Yeah.
we got Ariana Sabalenka -4.5, which is -120 versus Emma Navarro, U.S. Open to go to the finals. Big match. If you've been tuned in, Navarro has been playing amazing. She's actually one of my favorite sleepers of a player. The only bad news is today she plays a man. So Sabalenka's average forehand ball speed is higher than any men in this tournament, which is like absurd. I mean, you're taking me back to the Olympics pretty much with like a man playing in a woman's sport. I mean, it almost reminds me of this. -4.5. It's free money. Let's go. Take that to the bank too. Bania -2.5, -135. Sabalenka -4.5, -120. Free money. You're welcome. You heard it here first.
I like that +500 1 star.
Oh, dude, love that. So I did actually want to mention that Ariana Sabalenka to not get broke today, +500.
Yeah,
She's one of the best servers on tour, and right now she's like unstoppable and unbeatable. She doesn't drop a set, so like there's easily a chance she doesn't drop a break point either. So +500, that's some juice, fellas. That's a 1 star for you. Just a little
that's
sprinkle.
amazing.
Yeah, just a
Amazing.
little sprinkle.
Yeah.
You got that Angels game figured out, kid?
Yeah, I found it. Got the Angels game. Yep.
Beautiful. Lock that in.
Cody Bradford's pitching for the Rangers, lefty. I don't like lefties. I always fade lefties. So I'll take the Angels. And the Angels have been playing the Rangers pretty well this year, despite the Angels being terrible. Uh they got like a rookie pitcher on the mound who's not hasn't really had the greatest start this year, but he only started up in August. He had a late come up, but his he started in July. His August wasn't that bad. He only let up 7 runs in 4 games in August, so he's pitching very well.
That's pretty good.
I'll take him for a plus money 140 for a 2 star. Like, yeah, if it's
Yeah.
plus money,
We love a plus.
yeah,
Yeah, we love a plus.
all day.
All day.
Never afraid. Never afraid.
No.
Should we?
You got anything else for MLB?
Do you want
Or
to talk
no?
about the prop, Zach? Do you have props lined up or?
I was just to save us time. I was going to say props will come out later today. So just stay
Beautiful.
active. It's going to be on more than night games, just because we want to get through everything else in a decent amount of time. So
Beautiful.
keep an eye on those. Those will probably be for your 6 to 7 o'clock games and on. So we'll
Perfect.
go from there.
Eastern time.
Yes, Eastern time. Yes.
Yeah, just stay tuned in to @LocksOTD on any social media. You'll see all of our stuff.
Hmm.
But anyway, so the NFL begins today, which, like I said earlier, that's Christmas to us bettors. Chiefs, Ravens, like that's how you're going to start off the season. Come on,
That's a
you're just
big
getting
game.
me going. You're
Just
just
get the
getting me
big
going.
game.
So yeah, so we're going to start off with this as we've all come up with a few future bets that we really love. So we're each going to talk about 1 to 2 future bets, tell you why it's easy money, and come on, let's cash, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to start with that with a couple future props?
Yeah, go for it.
First off, I got the gem and the sleeper of the year. We got Jaden Reed over 62 and a half total receptions this year. 62 and a half. Yes, that's right. He's one of the biggest sleepers, like I said. He had 64 receptions last year, so more than he needs this year. And he wasn't even heavily used till week 10 and missed a game. Make that make sense. Oh, and he would only need 3.7 catches per game to cash the over. But hold on. From week 10 and on last year, he averaged 6.75 receptions per game. That's nearly twice as much as he would need to get his over this year. Mind you, he was only a rookie, so he's only getting better. And who's this QB? Oh, the dude who just got paid a huge contract, the number one paid QB, Jordan Love. Oh, okay. Oh, and also Christian Watson's hammy is just terrible. He'll be gone for some games of the season. Just expect Jaden Reed over 62.5 receptions, minus 110. Once again, easy money.
Lock it in.
You're welcome. Another just I know some of you guys are probably big on this guy as well. Just another dude for some free bucks. We got Dalton Kincaid on the Bills, over 750 and a half total receiving yards, minus 110. Why? He is one of the best QBs, if not the best QB in the league, with nobody to throw to. Come on. And also, Vegas projects them to be one of the top offenses this year, which they probably will be. And he got 673 yards last year while missing a game. That's only 78 yards short of what he needs to cash the over this year. But Diggs and Gabe Davis, their number 1 and 2, are both gone. So if you're going to tell me Diggs and Davis don't make up for at least those 78 yards from Kincaid, you're crazy. So 2 easy futures for you. Kincaid over yards, Reed over receptions. Free money, fellas. You're welcome. What do you fellas got?
Love it. I'll fire off
Easy.
my two. I got the Pats under 3.5 wins. They're just an abysmal team. And that's plus 225 too. Like that's crazy. You're gonna give out
They're
a plus
terrible.
225. Like their regular over under was 4.5. I was like, no, like they're not even gonna win 4 games this year. Like I'll take them winning only 3 games this year. And you look at their team and their schedule, like they're gonna get pounded every single game. Like I honestly think that they might win 1 or 2 games this year. They're that bad of a team. Like they're horrible. They're not fun to watch. But my second player prop future will be Derrick Henry over 10.5 rushing touchdowns. And
Easy.
yeah, it should be easy. I think Mark Henry, WWE, how are you?
Little throwback for
But
you. How's your mother?
Mark Andrews, I think his red zone, like he's not gonna be a red zone threat this year with Derrick Henry coming in. I think Henry's gonna steal a lot of touchdowns from him. They're just gonna run the ball, pound it in, and get that quick 6 for Henry, and they don't gotta throw the ball. Like he's a good passer. He's getting better over the past couple of years, but they're like obviously Andrew's still gonna get the ball. He's not gonna get as many as Henry though. Like 10.5, I think is a very, very safe play for Henry.
Yeah, they're near the goal line. Who are you giving it to? Don't be stupid.
You're
And
just
think about all the options they can run with Lamar and Henry. Like you
yeah.
have to pick one to cover when they either fake a handoff or do hand it off. You pick wrong.
Yeah,
you're
it's going to be a tough
Like,
game for every defense that has to face those 2 guys.
yeah,
it's not
that's
gonna
a
be
scary
fun.
offense.
Yeah, very scary.
It's Henry and Lamar is no joke together.
Yeah.
You got a future, Zach, that you love?
Yeah, I feel like a couple. I'm starting off with the Jaguars under 8.5 wins.
I love it.
I really like this play. I don't think Jacksonville is going to be as good as they were last year, not because I don't like them as a team, but just because of their strength of schedule. I don't think people realize, and I mean, as Titans fan, I can tell you, our schedule this year is like trying to go through a gauntlet. It is crazy. Jacksonville plays almost the same exact schedule. Like Jacksonville might start off 0-5. They open up against the Dolphins, Browns, Bills, Texans, and Colts. Then they got to play the Bears in London. Now, they always win in London. So that doesn't make it easy. Then they get New England. But from New England, then they got to play the Packers, the Eagles, the Lions, Texans again. Then they get the Vikings. Then they get the Titans, Jets, Titans again, Colts, and Raiders. I see maybe 5 or 6 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
in
could
that
see
entire
sticks.
season. Not
At
because I
most,
don't
probably 7.
not because I don't think they can compete, but I think to see them finish over 500 in that schedule would be incredible itself.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be just be so many games that I just don't think they're going to be able to win. just because, I mean, we mentioned that the AFC South, I believe, I believe it's from the 8th to like the 13th hardest strength of schedule,
Mhm.
with I believe it's actually the Colts having the 13th, which is going to benefit them
Yeah.
because the Texans come in at number 8, Tennessee's number 10, and I think Jacksonville's 11. But I just don't see Jacksonville being able to compete with some of these teams because all those teams have improved.
Yeah.
So have they, but those teams have just improved more.
I
And
love
then
that.
for player wise, the one that I like the most, and I mentioned it, is it's going to be your quarterback. It's going to be Anthony Richardson over 525 rushing yards. Just because, like we talked about last year, the only way this would not hit is if he got injured.
Yep.
Because with the line that they set this at, and you did the math on it basically, he only has to get 50 rushing yards a game, if not less, to hit it because it's
Yeah, less.
525.5. And if he plays in all 17 games, it's only about 40 yards, 40 to 45 yards a game. And with the offense that they put in place, like we talked about, Jonathan Taylor is not going to get 26 carries a game if Richardson is back.
Yep.
And if anything, you're going to probably see them mix up their offense a little bit more and do more QB options, QB draws, and just try to implement him more, which you could very easily see him picking up in some games alone, probably like 100 rushing yards.
Yeah.
So
Agreed. Also,
I,
Steichen the coach is very big on just our
mm,
running schemes, and he loves having
mm,
Richardson and Taylor together. So like he's going to come up with some plays, of course, strictly for Richardson to be running the ball. And he said even for this year, someone was questioning like, "Oh, are you going to be cautious with Richardson with running the ball?" He's like, "No, that's his skills. We're going to use him. Like we're going to use what he's good at, and we're going to let him do it. Like we're not going to cap him off with running if that's what he's good at. Why would you do that?"
Yeah. That'd just be dumb. All
He's going
right.
to be running the ball.
Yeah. He's gonna be running the ball a lot. I
So
think
we'll
that's
move on to
easy
tonight's
line.
game. Give out a little free lock of a teaser, premium teaser, and
All right.
premium little player prop for everyone.
Yeah.
Give them that teaser, Rich.
3 unit teaser. Easiest money you'll ever make today. I swear. Like
Easy.
easy. You're stealing from a kid at this point. You get the Ravens plus 9.5, and then you tease it with the under 54.5, and it comes out to a minus 110. It's just absolutely free.
They're giving
Absolutely.
that out for free?
Yep, for
That's
free. How are you?
insane.
3 unit slapped down.
That's insane. Yeah, no, the under's cashing first off.
Yeah.
Like, it's primetime games. I'm pretty sure last year it was like 70 something percent of primetime games go under.
Mhm.
Also, first game of the season, Chiefs Ravens. I know, damn, everyone has their money on the over. Everyone's excited about football season. They'll let you down week one.
Uh,
It won't be too boring of a game, but it's going to cash the under. You're looking at like a 23-17, maybe something stupid like that.
yeah, it'll definitely keep you entertained. That's what it's
Oh,
there
of
for,
course. You'll be
right?
entertained.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course. And then going back into the player prop comes right back into your future, Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, anytime rushing touchdown, minus one, or
Easy.
just anytime touchdown. My bad, not rushing. It will be rushing, but minus 120. Like
Mhm.
it's just going to happen. You just
Yeah.
got to accept the fact and just bet it. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Minus 120 is crazy for that. Like absolutely
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a great line.
I
It'll
wonder
be a
how
great game.
I wonder how high his line's going to get up to in the regular season because he's going to be getting touchdowns like almost every single game. So
I know.
he could
He's one of
easily
the
go up to like
favorites.
minus 180, maybe even 200 at one point
Yeah,
for
he
just any
might.
time.
He should be like a minus 150 plus for majority of games, which
Yeah.
he will be. He will be. And then the plus 9.5 on the Ravens. Like this is prime time,
Yeah.
ladies and gents. They are not going to let this be a blowout.
Nope.
They do not. Very rarely do they let a primetime game be a blowout. Never mind the Chiefs. The Chiefs are like Vegas's back pocket. Like that's free money for Vegas. You take Chiefs spread against a shitty team, they won't win by spread. Like just things like that. But they're not winning by spread tonight, and they're not winning by more than 9 tonight. It's just a fact. So take that to the bank, plus 9.5, the under. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like free money, that's on you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then we got tomorrow night, we got the Packers Eagles, which is also going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Um, what's the pick for that, kid?
Packers money line.
That's right.
Packers money line.
I also like the
Please.
over in that. I
Like the
believe it's
over?
49. I like the over in that.
I
Over
don't mind the
49.
over in that. I don't hate it
I
at
think they're
all.
going to ball out. That's going to be like That's a high scoring game right there.
They're in Brazil. They got to show the other countries what football is all about, and they're gonna run it up. They're gonna
Of
show
course, you
us.
gotta entertain
Yeah,
the
yeah,
new crowd out there.
100%.
Get them sucked in. That's what
And
they're gonna do.
it's a high. It's 49, right? You said?
Yep, 49.
Yeah, that should be easy.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah,
I mean, they set it high for a reason, of course.
yeah, for
And
sure.
then you want to talk about a prop that game, as if this doesn't go into the futures as well. Hey, Jaden Reed, the little sleeper gem. Yeah, you're back. Over 3.5 receptions, minus 130. I mean, you're
Wow,
telling me he just has to catch 4 balls from Jay Love? That's crazy stuff.
it's
I mean,
easy,
that's just crazy stuff.
easy
Yeah,
money.
you got Watson out there. You got Dobbs out there. Dontavian Wicks is like, he's in the background a little bit. No one's competing with three. I don't really care. Like Watson's solid. Reed is the wide receiver one. That's just a fact. I'm just telling you that now. That'll be how it plays out this season. And he's the most talented wide receiver on that team by far. He's the playmaker. They're going to put the ball in his hands. That's how they're going to win games. Jaden Reed over 3.5, minus 130.
Okay,
Take it to the bank.
okay,
Yeah, NFL season's back, fellas. We're going to be active.
yeah.
Keep looking at the picks at LocksOTD on everything. We're going to be locked in. Big profits this season. Big
Always,
profits. That's all we
always
want.
big profits every single week.
You boys got anything left to fill them in with?
The rest of the futures are posted on Instagram on the story. Pretty sure I posted them on X and Threads too. So just go check the rest of them out
Yep.
there. There's like probably 5 more, 6 more there to just look at, see what you like. If you don't like them, don't take them. If you like them, take
Get,
them. It's all up to
yeah,
you.
get the eyeballs on them.
We're not
And
telling you.
if you want, we have reasons for all of them. So message us as in like if you're interested in a pick. Oh, why is Joshua Palmer's overlooked? Message us. Tell you exactly why it's going to hit.
Yep.
It's just going to happen. But all right, I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Well, all right. That wraps up podcast number 2 for Locks OTD, and we will be back probably next Thursday for episode 3. So
Sure.
thank you all for tuning in. Once again, we're only getting better with this, so every podcast is going to get a little better and better. Lock in those picks today, lock in those futures, and NFL season is back. Let's make some money.